Alright then, let's talk about just how well money works as a leverage when it comes to attracting women. We're also going to be discussing just how well it compares against other forms of leverage like looks and status. As always, this is all going to be based primarily on evolutionary psychology. By the end of this video, you're going to have a very firm understanding of just what women are hardwired to respond to the most, and more specifically to what varying degrees. Are you ready? Let's go. Before we start talking about money specifically, we have to remember something about what it is women are hardwired to look out for in men for their own evolutionary benefit. That is the fact that what women find attractive in men, evolutionarily speaking, is power. Fundamentally, the most attractive trait a man can have is power. Power, by definition, is the dynamic ability to cause and affect changes at will. And anyone or anything that has power has the ability to use that power to affect changes that they want in both the environment they're in and the people within it. Especially power over others, because evolutionarily speaking, that means you can get others to cooperate with you. Don't forget, humans are primarily a collaborative species, so cooperation from one another is paramount for our survival. You can make things happen the way you want them to happen, when you want them to happen, and how you specifically want them to happen, then you are powerful. Now the question becomes, why do women find that so attractive? Well, you have to remember that from an evolutionary point of view, the whole reason women align themselves with men to begin with is to increase their own chances of survival. And what better way to increase your chances of survival than aligning yourself with the man who has influence over both the other people within an environment and the environment itself? That is why throughout history, women have always been drawn to men with power. Listen to what I said though. It's not just you wielding the power that gets them aroused. It's also the fact of what you wielding the power means for their own survival and safety. Now, by its very design, power is an abstract concept. It's not real. It's not tangible. You can't feel or touch it. You can only identify it by looking out for its symptoms, signs, and symbols. Naturally, since humans and civilization as a whole has rapidly evolved over time, the way power is manifested has also changed dramatically. Back in the good old days, power was demonstrated in your hunting ability and your ability to gather scarce and hard to find resources, and your ability to lead your own hunting platoon and come back with amazing catch. Nowadays, though, power looks very different, and that's where money comes in. Money is essentially a modern day form of power because of its ability to get others to cooperate with you. You see, back in the day before money was invented, people traded by barter in order to exchange value. But it was a time-consuming, tedious, overly complicated process because no one could agree on what the value of anything was. And even more importantly, no one could agree on how to measure the value of anything, which would make the comparison of value between anything impossible. So money was invented, as far as historians know, around 3000 BC in Mesopotamia, as a way to represent and quantify actual use value. Or in other words, money is the clever way we've come up with as human beings to dumb down use value to numerical figures, which makes it easy to count and measure the value of anything, which as a result means it's easier to